All right, guys, I'm super happy to say that the LOL offseason is definitely heating up. We have some big stories and scoops coming your way, and obviously, there's no better person to have by my side when the offseason is heating up than LEC Wooloo himself, and he has got a big one for us today. One of the bigger players, one of the bigger dominoes in the entire free agent scene, has a little bit of, something cooking up right now. So, Wooloo, what is the latest going on in the LOL offseason markets today?
Yes, so I hope this news will inspire you, but Inspired is making a lot of noise right now into off-season market. Um, for those who don't know yet, Inspired contract is running out this off-season. He will be a free agent, so he's free to talk with any team. He can join any team he wants, and it's not a certainty that he stays with FlyQuest. So he has started talking with many teams. In fact, really a lot of teams. But three teams stand out as strong bidders to sign Inspired next year. The first one is Team Liquid, who just secured Quid and can make a very good roster. The second one is Lion in LTA, who are surprisingly trying to make a very strong roster. They seem to have a lot of money, and yeah, I thought it's a bit confusing because they seem to have an agreement with Jose Deodo, but it's not sure if he will join. It seems to be pending possibilities Inspired move. And the third team interested in Inspired is FlyQuest, who is interested in keeping their jungler, but they are on even footing with other teams because Inspired will be a free agent, so they need to negotiate a new deal. Should they want to keep him? There are other teams interested. Shopify was interested, but it seems less likely right now that he joins Shopify. A few other teams are interested, but they don't have the budget for him because honestly, we are talking big numbers right now for Inspired, and he's looking like he might be the highest paid player in NA next year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's going to shock anybody too much. I know there's been a lot of conversations over the past, couple of years how Inspired has become not only one of the best players in North America, obviously, but even one of the best players in the West. Maybe one of the few Western players that can really, be world class, when he's in peak form and stuff like that. And those players are hard to come by in the West, and they're always going to have a premium price tag. And I know we've also talked about how some moves can get complicated with buyouts and agents and all this stuff. But yeah, when he is a free agent and he can, really go out and shop offers and get different things done. This could get really interesting really fast, obviously. But you keep talking about numbers and stuff like that and the teams that are mentioning, but I didn't hear you too much talking about Europe or European teams or options or anything like that. So does it seem like North America is the likely landing spot, and kind of what's going on with that?
Yeah, so you know, in Europe, things have changed. The average salary in Europe is actually higher than the LCS. But the issue is for European fans, the teams who are spending don't need a jungler this off season.
Hmm.
Koi, they are happy with Elioya. KC, they are happy with Yike. G2, they are happy with Scumant. They just lost at Worlds today, but I haven't heard them changing jungler or anything yet. Among the other teams left on the market in EU, most teams don't have enough liquidity or money to convince Inspired to join. Inspired would be down actually to play in Europe, but it seems impossible right now for any of the EU teams on the market, including Fnatic, to be able to match the offers he has in North America right now. Inspired's value in America is super high because he also doesn't count as an import. He got the green card, and teams value him a lot there. So yeah, I think it's very unlikely to see him in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously going to be, a little bit of a down note for European fans. Obviously, him, a lot of people want him to return home. People want him to come back. People have seen, how he's grown throughout his career and really developed into this amazing player. That's obviously a talent that you don't want to see leave Europe. You would love to see come back. So obviously, a little bit, I'm sure, upsetting that, the financials and everything don't work out, because I know there's definitely some teams in Europe who would love to have his services and stuff like that. But obviously, North American fans are going to be very, very excited if they are likely to be hanging on to him as well. I know we talked about, it's not a certainty that he's leaving FlyQuest. Obviously, FlyQuest would love to have him back for next season, but are they preparing for a world without Inspired? If Inspired does decide to leave, are they going to be, caught off guard? Are they going to be in a bad situation? Are they ready for anything this offseason?
No, obviously, as any team, honestly, you need to be ready for any scenario. So it doesn't mean they don't hope to keep Inspired, but FlyQuest are exploring jungle alternatives should they miss out on Inspired. One of them is quite interesting. Is the jungler Tattoo, who is playing in Brazil, and another one is some people talked about it recently, but is Yukino, who is playing in LFL for KC Blue, which won't be an easy acquisition because he's still under contract for 1 year. But yes, I've heard that FlyQuest is interested.
So yeah, I mean, at least some interesting options. Like I said, I'm sure they're not really hoping for that outcome, obviously, but I'm sure they have their sights fully set on Inspired and hoping they can get that done. But like you said, you always got to be ready for anything, because I'm sure especially like you said with Liquid going out and getting Quid. I'm sure they got some money ready to spend. I'm sure, they didn't get Quid just to stop there. I'm sure they want to keep it rolling, kind of throw this whole thing together, because you don't want to, have a half good team and a half, team that you threw together and stuff like that. So I'm sure of course, this is going to be a very, very interesting, bidding war and teams pitching different rosters and different things to him. I'm sure this Inspired situation is going to be really fun and crazy to watch as the offseason develops.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, now that Quid has found that him, Inspired is the next dominant list. He can be a bit linked to Quid because he's an option to Team Liquid. But I think he's the player to get now on the market for any teams, and I believe it will be big news when he picks his team.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's definitely going to be big news when he picks his team. But even this, that you're bringing us today is obviously big news that he's out there exploring the market, considering those options. Hopefully, people are going to start, speculating, giving us their thoughts and opinions on where they want to see him, where they think he would fit in best, and all that good stuff. But yeah, again, we definitely appreciate you bringing us the latest news, and I know that you're going to be working hard behind the scenes. And when we have any more news, information, when it maybe looks like he's starting to get close to a decision or whatever, Sheep Esports is going to be the place for you guys to get all that info.
Definitely.
So definitely stay tuned for more than that, and there's definitely going to be more offseason craziness on the way, but I'm glad that things are heating up. We're starting to get some of those big stories, and this is getting to be a really fun time.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jerm, and look forward for more news, because this is only the beginning of the offseason, and things will get very exciting.
Hey, can't wait.